drive your vehicles, please. It makes me nervous when people don't drive their vehicles correctly, because it's just like, what are we doing? I don't want to be next to you. I don't want you to be, I want you to be in front of me, behind me, beside me. hate this truck sometimes. I absolutely hate this truck sometimes. Honestly, that might be most of the time. What up, everyone? We are in Virginia, Southern Virginia. We're on the I-81 northbound. The I-81 northbound. We are having a bunch of fun on this Sunday afternoon. I just worked out. I had a good meal of grilled chicken and rice. This guy is playing games, I guess. This guy literally got in front of me and broke. What the fuck are you doing? Do you guys see that? This is what I'm dealing with. Unbelievable. This is why there's accidents between semis and cars. Because people like that. So fucktards like that. Unreal. Jeez, that guy doesn't even deserve to drive that piece of shit. That was like perfect timing. I'm like, it's a beautiful day. We're having a great drive up I-81. And then a fucktard gets in front of me and brakes. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I'm not sure I've ever said that word. I do have, I think it came out at the perfect time. Mary Kay. I haven't seen someone advertising Mary Kay on their car in a while. And I'm out and about and on every single road in America, and I haven't seen a Mary Kay car in a very long time. I knew they were still around. I just haven't seen, like, someone advertising it on their car. I mean, good for them. Do you. I have no qualms with people conducting businesses like that at all. If you want to get that money, get that money. It's extremely hard to be a Mary Kay representative, a representative of a pyramid scheme. But if you can do it, get it. And some people are able to make money that way. So all power to them. That's awesome. I just haven't seen someone advertising in their car in a very long time. How about you guys? Have you guys seen a Mary Kay advertisement on someone's car? Is Mary Kay, or is that other company the one that used to give out like pink Cadillacs, or it was like pink Cadillacs or something? Is that Mary Kay? I think that was Mary. If it wasn't Mary Kay, like, I guess if it wasn't Mary Kay, who was it? And I think they still do it. Yeah. There's this sales girl I follow on Instagram. She's pretty awesome. And she just bought like 2 pink cars. I think she never referenced the Mary Kay pink Cadillac, but I think she did it because she was like, it was her award to herself that she bought the 2 pink cars. I mean, it could have been some self-conscious, to be honest. Or she could have had aunts that sold Mary Kay that got a pink Cadillac, or mom, or etc., or grandma. Or she could have just read an article about it. I feel like it was intentional. I haven't heard from her that she did it. It was like, I haven't heard that it was intentional, but it had to be either intentional or in her subconscious to get herself a pink, designer, a pink high-end car, to celebrate her sales prowess. Go on my little Fruit Loop, get up that mountain, because I gotta come by too. a semi on a semi. Are they gonna make love later at the truck stop? I don't know. That's pretty rare to see a semi on a semi, like a semi that's on a flatbed. That's really, really rare. I think the weight distribution of the semi, that was, I think that was like some kind of like natural gas or some kind of electric semi, I believe, because it was like built like a cab over, but I don't think it was an actual cab over. What I mean is, like, I don't think the engine was behind, beneath and behind the sleeper. I think it was some kind of electric semi, which is why it could be carried on a flatbed like that. So that was a few seconds back if you want to rewind or watch the stream later. I haven't, I'm sorry guys, I still haven't confirmed whether you can go back in a stream or not. I feel like you definitely can, right? I mean, but I don't know. I don't know. I know you can watch it later. I'm not sure if you can go back while we're live. I feel like you can. But again, I could be wrong. So like I said earlier, we're in Virginia. We're going northbound. We're in Southern Virginia. We're going northbound on the I-81, the I-81, Interstate 81. Really, really scenic route all the way to Pennsylvania. Really, really scenic route. Goes through a bunch of small towns and a couple smallish cities. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff on this trip. All kinds of fun. All kinds of fun. See, I was in a bad mood yesterday. I know it was. I'm not gonna downplay that. But I just worked out and I just had a good meal. And look at my mood. It is like night and day. Sun and darkness. Now, I'm pretty, not gonna like sugarcoat it, guys. I'm pretty unhappy on the truck because I'm not able to be in shape. I'm not really able to do anything athletic. I'm not able to work out too much. Yeah, I can work out. And I do work out, but I can't do it to any real extent because I don't have the time. And plus, like, I'm not eating well, and I'm not sleeping well, and everything just compounds and makes me into, like, this out-of-shape blob. Somehow I pull women. Do that arithmetic. I can't do it. If I saw me, and I was a woman, I'd be like, oh my god, get away from me. You're a creeper, but somehow they don't do that. I don't know. And I don't like flash money around either, so what's the deal? Must be my amazing charisma. I'm just really kidding, guys. With people getting in front of me and braking today. Like, everyone just wants to get in front and brake. If you're gonna be a bitch and brake, stay behind me. Like, I'm not trying to give you a love tap, sorry. I'm hard up, it's been a few months, but I'm not trying to give you a love tap. I apologize. For a napkin. I usually have napkins right at hand, but not today. Not today. Just ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So if I crash the truck because of an asshole, and I was looking for a napkin. I think I got one. They were close at hand. They weren't as close as they usually are, though. Someone is glued to my ass. Oh, they moved out. Is this the moron who was broke in front of me? No, I don't think it is. Hopefully it's not. Looks like it is. I think that is the moron that broke in front of me. I don't know that it was like... I hope it wasn't an intentional, like, sadistic thing. I think he was just a moron. So if you go back in the stream earlier, someone, like a rice burner car, not a motorcycle, got in front of me and broke really hard. And I kind of was anticipating it, not necessarily the braking, but the slowing down. So I was able to stop in time. And then he just got over on the shoulder. So I'm not sure if it was like a malevolent act, or he was trying to get insurance money, or he just didn't like the fact that I was in a truck and he was trying to fuck with me. But it happened. So if you look at the stream from earlier, you'll be able to find it. See, that was like, what, like 11, 12 minutes ago? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, when you pass a semi, you don't have to get right in front of them. You can like wait like a few hundred meters, few hundred yards. You don't have to be like, oh my god, I gotta get in front of them now. Especially on a downhill, because you're not gonna be driving as fast as me, because I'm gonna let momentum pull me down the mountain.
Please reduce speed.
As I am right now. See, this guy gave some time. He like knew, or I hope maybe he's not thinking at that level. But it seems to me that he was thinking of a level like, okay, we're going down a mountain. Maybe I should wait to get in front of the semi to give him some space, because he's going to be gaining momentum, he's going to be gaining speed. And if I get in front of him right away, he might kiss me, you know? And he doesn't want to be kissed either. This guy looks like he might be hard up too, but he doesn't want to be kissed either. So if you don't want to be kissed by a semi, give them some space before you get over after you pass them, especially if you're going downhill. Or else you might get fucked, literally. Look at my big imposing shadow. So cool, so special. All the girls that love are like, what's your number, baby? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm like, but yeah, that's what they're like. That's what they're like. No, for real though, like I go to the Loves and they're like, what's your number, baby? And I'm like, 8675309, 8675309. And yeah, so I got all these Love girls calling me. I've had two women that wanted to get on the truck with me. I guess that's the thing. Like, it's like, I don't know. I would let a woman on the truck, but like, it'd have to be someone I really liked, loved, etc. Because I mean, like, you know, there's people you date, there's girls, women, guy. Like, if you're a girl, guy, girl, that you like, and etc. And you might like to be with them for, like, you know, a night or maybe even 2 or 3 nights. But being on the truck with someone is a whole different world. It's even more intimate and crazy than living with someone in an apartment or a house, because the space is so confined. So like I said, I've had two women that have wanted to get on the truck with me, but they're not women I want to spend more than like a day with. So to think about spending like more than a day with them in such an enclosed space is absolutely fucking insane. So I haven't done it. You guys are like the views, the trees. There's been some leaf change color earlier today. It was like raining leaves. It was pretty cool. I'm not sure I've ever experienced it. Like the leaves were just flowing off the trees, and it wasn't even that windy. And they were hitting my windshield, and they sounded like rain, but they were leaves. I'm so special to have experienced this phenomenon. Come on, dude, pass. Oh, come on, pass. So I can pass. See? My alarm is going off. Oh my. Sunday night? Today's Sunday? Sunday. One thing I didn't tell you guys about, or maybe I didn't. I'm not drinking alcohol this year. So that was difficult at the beginning of the year, and even up to like maybe a month or so ago. I don't drink that much as it is. However, when you give up alcohol completely and you're used to having a drink, even if it's every couple months or every month, like it's still gonna have an effect on you. So my urge to have like a beer, a cocktail, or like a glass of wine after like a long day or a long week didn't go away until I'd say about just less than a month ago. And it's been since the end of December that I haven't drank, so it's been a little more than 9 months since I haven't had a drink.
Please reduce speed.
And that is on purpose. I have no problem with alcohol, consuming alcohol to any excess or anything like that, but I did it in 2020 during COVID, not on purpose because of COVID. Like I started that January before COVID was prevalent and widespread, but I did it in 2020 and I had the most productive year of my adult life. So I thought, you know what, let's do it again, and here we are in 2025. So I have 3 more months of not drinking. And I'll probably not drink for a while after that as well. And I might not drink until I get off the truck. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet as far as that goes. I might wait until I get off the truck to drink because, you know, I'm just so much more clear-headed and I need to be on my game while I'm on the truck. So, and there's other things I do. I write, I do this channel. I'm making a major long film for this channel. So, I'll be doing that. I just finished up my bachelor's a few months ago while I was on the truck. So I do a lot of other stuff while I'm on the truck. It's not just the truck, which is why I'm really tired sometimes because I'm doing other stuff. I'm not just eating, sleeping, driving. I mean, sometimes I do because I'm exhausted, but generally I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I'm not drinking this year. And yeah, I feel good about it. And I stopped wanting to have a drink about, I'd say 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm always telling you guys about how you could become a trucker because a lot of you ask. We just passed a Prime Inc., so Prime Incorporated truck trailer, and that is one of the best starter companies, if not the best starter company, to start your trucking career with. They will train you and give you a truck after a few months. As long as you don't have a criminal record or any other bad things that might come up in your background check. I recommend on Prime Inc., Wilson Logistics, Werner, who else? What did I say? Swift is a pretty good training company. So these are all companies that you can join and get training without paying for the trucking school. And then you'll get training and experience, and then they'll give you a truck. And after a year, you could, if you want to leave, you could leave. If you want to leave before a year is up, then you have to pay for part of your training in like a prorated. They prorate it. Prorating means when, okay, let me describe this like really easily. Okay, so let's say I am the head of ABC Trucking Company. You come to me, you're like, yo, I'd like to drive a truck. Can you train me? Give me a truck after, etc. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Let me check your background. Let me check your driving record. Let me give you a drug test. Okay, all those came back clean. You're good to go. I'm going to train you to drive a truck, and then I'm going to give you a truck. And you're like, awesome. So you go through the training, you pass with flying, you pass your road test, your written test with flying colors, you get your truck. 7 months go by, and you decide you want to go to DEF company. Kind of funny because dumb. You want to go to the DEF company, and you want to leave my ABC company. You're like, fuck you, I don't like your company anymore. I'm like, okay, but you've only driven for me for 7 months. So you owe me $500. So like the base premise being, this is not the real number, being like, the base premise being like, the training was worth $1,200. And I did that so like it's easy for you to do the math in your head, and easy for me to do the math in my head while I'm driving too. So like, if that person drove for me for 7 months, then they would have worked off 7 months worth of that $1,200. Or 7/12 of that $1,200, which would be $700. So they wouldn't owe that, but they would owe $500 since they didn't drive out the whole year. And that's basically how it is with training companies. You have to go through the whole year, or they prorate what you owe them for training. I got lucky. I went to a training company. However, they got acquired by another company when I was there, like on the second day. They got acquired by another company. And I had already signed the training contract with the first company. So once they got acquired on the second day, that training contract was null and void. They still trained me as if it was the first company, but I no longer had to adhere. I no longer had to adhere to the first contract, because that company had been dissolved since it was acquired by the second company. So after 6 months of me with the training company, let's call it XYZ, I left and I didn't owe them any money because they had been acquired by RSW. These are made up acronyms. But if you catch my drift. So I got lucky. I didn't have to stay a year with my training company because they got acquired shortly after I joined. Literally the day after I joined. Cool thing about this 1,200 mile drive we're on, so we're in the last half of the drive. It was 1,200 miles from Arkansas to Pennsylvania. Again, we're still in it, right? Awesome. You see me get over and you get over. I hate these people, and then they slow down. I hate these people. Oh, I don't know if that's a sign of like me needing to get off the truck for good or not, but I'm getting more pissed at these mother. And then, it looks like these people got in an accident. Or, no, they just got pulled over. Yeah, you're not supposed to be that close to the cops, you moron. You do you. You do you. or if this guy keeps on stopping for like 2 minutes and then starting up again. But I feel like this truck that's passing me right now has passed me 3 times in the last hour. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's even possible. It's possible, but he would have to like pass me, like get out of sight line, stop for 2 minutes, and then start up again for it to be possible. He could be doing that, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's the same truck. Because I've never really, I think I've seen the company a couple times. It's Billor, Billor. It's possible that there's several on this road and they're just passing me in succession. The thing is, I never really see the company, so I've never seen that many trucks. I mean, I guess they could be running this route more than not, but it's just weird. It's just weird. Maybe I'm in like some kind of fucked up vortex. If you're just joining us, we are on the I-81 northbound in Virginia. We are headed to the bright, sunny, beautiful, forested state of Pennsylvania. Our time of arrival is around, let's do the math. Is around 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Eastern Standard Time. Around 0630 GMT. Oh, I got a smart one coming up on my left. Some combustible truck ahead of us, a tanker truck. It's a food truck. So, you guys probably don't know, or you probably don't think you know. So, food grade tankers carry milk, not predominantly milk, but most of the time they're carrying milk, right? Part of the time, they're carrying chocolate, so like liquid chocolate. Oh, I'm getting annoyed right now. What's new? Part of the time, they're carrying liquid chocolate, and then another part of the time, they're carrying wine. I'd say, yeah, predominantly they carry milk. Milk hauling is big in the United States, obviously. It's one of the... What are you doing, dude? I'm not talking about the tanker. I'm talking about a pickup truck on my right that you guys can't see. It is one of the most secure jobs, obviously, because milk is always going to be hauled just like trash is always going to be hauled, just like oil and fuel is always going to be hauled. So if you want a steady trucking job, get into milk hauling, trash hauling, or fuel gas hauling. There's a lot of action on the road right now. There's a lot of action on the road right now. There's an accident. An accident or construction. Hopefully construction, probably. Probably an accident. No, why are you getting over? No, I'm blocking this. For that reason. How much is that? Wonder how long this is backed up for. Oh, that's a rest area. Interesting. Oh. I thought that lane was ending. Coming out while I'm in bumper to bumper. I'd be happy to chat with you guys right now if you guys have any questions. Or just want to say how awesome this channel is. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. BMW that SUV is hauling just put off. Sorry guys, but that is the most interesting thing that's going on right now. I wonder what this is for. I can't check Google Maps because I'm streaming. Yo, yeah, you guys, someone check to see if there's an accident on the I-81 northbound in Virginia, and comments in the chat. That'd be really fun. So type in I-81 northbound in Virginia accident ? Something may come up. Something might not come up. What an ass. So this car, I think it's going. This is gonna be backed up for a while. Hopefully not. I already see movement. That's funny. This car was like stopped in the left lane because we're going so slow, so that's fine. Just stop and like to let the cars ahead of you go more and like create some space. It's easier to drive that way. And there's a semi, looks like a sand hauler for oil fracking behind him, and he honked at the car. There's like no reason to honk at all, like literally no reason at all for this guy to honk at him, yet still he honks at him, which is utterly stupid, ridiculous, and retarded. I swear there are so many dickheads on the road lately. Like so many dickheads on the road lately. So many. Like the fact that semi driver wouldn't let me go when I was trying to get over. Okay, here's the reason the accident, or the reason the backup was coming. There's a semi pulled over on the right. This can't be the only reason. This can't be. What the? Oh, that's incredible. What? It doesn't make any sense. I don't. There had to be more, right? There had to be more to it. There had to be. I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, here we are. It seems to be slow going ahead as well. So okay, so that wasn't it. It was just a semi pulled over. Okay, I'm correct. I'm not happy there's more ahead, but I'm kind of happy because if there was just like a semi pulled over on the right side of the road and we were backed up like that, that would be ridiculously stupid. Massachusetts. Salem is in 10 miles. I think Salem got lost on its way to the witch store. Any of you ever been to Salem on Halloween? I almost went to Salem on Halloween once, but I did not, sadly. Yo, Eric, what up? We are headed to Pennsylvania, baby. We're in mad traffic. I think there's an accident up ahead. We're on the I-81 North in Virginia. Just chilling. Dealing with a bunch of clowns on the road, but we chilling. I worked out super hard today. I had a really good meal, so I'm feeling especially good. Feeling especially good. I'm having a nice Coke right now. So we're all good. I don't know what's up, to be honest. Okay, I think we might be getting out of it, but I'm not sure. No, we're still slowed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. It's weird that it's this slowed. Like it should be either kind of bumper to bumper or moving at a quick rate. And there's a lot of brake lights ahead of me. I don't want the people behind me to get all antsy because we're in a slowdown. Go ahead, you got your 2 inches, buddy. Good for you. Cause another accident on the way. Yes, the weather is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. The weather definitely contributing to my good mood right now since it was nice weather when I worked out earlier. And it was a hard workout. I'm gonna be sore like a bitch tomorrow because I'm, I'm weak. I'm out of shape. I'm weak. You should just call me if you're like, oh yeah, I watched this guy who drives a semi on YouTube, and they'll be like, what's his name? And they'll be like, and you can just be like, weak motherfucker. You can be like, he's a bitch, and I'll be completely fine with that because it's true. I would step on the gas if there weren't a bunch of big freaking vehicles in front of me, but it is what it is. There's an accident up ahead. I suspect. No, I'm pretty sure. There's an accident up ahead. My ESPN tells me there's an accident up ahead. What was going on. I feel like we're out of the slowdown, or we're coming out of the slowdown. I don't really get it. I'm gonna get in the right lane. It's not necessarily the safer place to be right now, but it feels like the place to be right now. Yeah, we're still in a slowdown. Still in a slowdown. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's either an accident, which I think it is. My ESPN is telling me it's an accident, or it's a cop slowdown. So what that is, they don't have it in every state. For one, two, I don't know why you're flashing your lights at me, dude. They don't have it in every state, one, and I know, well, actually, I don't know if they have it in Europe or not. But basically, that's when state troopers or sheriffs get on the highway and they literally weave in and out of the lanes to slow down traffic. And that could be what's happening right now. But I think it's an accident. But I don't know why we would be acting this way. What I mean by that is, like, I don't know why the sum or like the whole of this mass of traffic, this mass of cars, is acting in this peculiar way. I think we're back to normal, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's another slowdown soon from the way traffic was just reacting for that length of time. So this is light traffic. Okay, for you guys in Central Europe. This is heavy for a road like this. I wouldn't be able to do this profession if traffic was this heavy. Just because I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. I have to, like this trip alone is 1,200 miles, or like what that's like 1,950 kilometers. What is that? Eric, what is 1,200 miles? Is that like 19? I'm gonna go with like 1,950 kilometers. I didn't do the math on a calculator. That's just like my quick head math. Let me have it. What is it? What's 1,200 miles in kilometers? I'm going 1,950. That's what I'm going with. Yep, we got another slowdown. Or this is not another one. This is the same one. I don't know what it's for though. It's 1,200 miles, Eric. 1,200 miles. Oh, 400 miles. Yes, 400 miles is 650. Not 1,200. So my guess in my head was 1,950. Is that right? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Look at the quick bitch with the math. I'm so cool. I'm so rad. I deserve an award, I think. What's the speed limit where you live? this traffic's going on forever. Being in traffic is never fun, obviously, but being in traffic in a truck is a whole nother world. It's a whole nother different dimension. And some people can deal with it better than others, obviously. That's such an obvious thing to say. I'm so sorry I said that. I'm okay with it, I guess. I just try to chill. It's part of what I do. It's just annoying, obviously. I'd rather be getting to my destination faster. And just the more time in the truck, so that sucks. Excuse me. $80K, that's it, huh? Wow. I actually I've driven trucks where the dashboard told me how many kilometers an hour I was going. As the only thing that was on the dash. So they were trucks that were to be used in Canada. They were made in the U.S., made in Texas, and I was transporting them from Texas to Canada. They were brand new trucks, and everything, the owner's manual, etc., was in French. There was kilometers an hour on the dash, so I was going like at 116, 117, 118, 119 kilometers an hour the entire trip. So for you to say 80, wow, that's not very fast at all. Is that even on the? I mean, I wonder if that even jives with the highways. That can't be true for the highways too, right? And don't be. Well, you're not gonna get angry, but I might not be able to read your comments anymore because traffic is a little thick. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was fun driving those trucks meant for Canada, since everything was based on the metric system within the truck. Those are fun. For an American truck driver, that's generally never going to happen, but in that special situation where I was transporting brand new trucks to Canada, it did happen. This is more like it. Take care. Take care. Rest well. Talk to you soon, man. Talk to you soon. I love when you guys join in on the chat. We have a little conversation. Already out. You guys might be able to see it. It's in the top right corner of the screen, if you can see it. I think there's a good chance you can see it. I just noticed there's something on the windshield. Let's try to get that off.
stream for now.